All right, 11 Warriors Report, Spectrum Sports. Check your local listings for time and availability. Tim and Eric are here. You guys just told me of a taco joint in Columbus that I'd never heard of.
Condados. It's right on High Street.
It's a pretty good endorsement for them. I guess I'll have to try that. Today on the program, we did 5 things that have to happen for Ohio State to win a national championship. So check that out on the show. What I'm going to ask you, because this is NFL Draft Week, is if you had to bet the vast Sager estate on one Buckeye being a star in the NFL, who would you bet on?
It's not that vast.
It's pretty. I think so. Everybody tells me.
It's not that vast, but
oh, I've been there.
I'll go with being like for a long time or just a period.
You're running an NFL team, and you got to pick a Buckeye.
I would pick Malik Hooker just because of his rapid rise, and he's still a young guy. I know the whole injury question and all that, but I mean he's a special talent in my mind, and I've gone back and watched his interception to Deshaun Watson like 1,500 times, and I still don't understand how he got to that ball.
Yeah.
So, and his hip was like hanging off of his leg.
That's right.
Or his leg was hanging off his hip at that time too.
Well, you know my man crush with Hooker.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the popular answer to this question. I think that he's got the highest upside and has the most superstar potential.
Yeah.
But I'll say I'll be different and just pick Marshawn Lattimore because I think that he has the capability to be one of the best corners in the NFL. He's got elite athleticism, ball skills. Obviously, there are concerns about his injury status, and he's only done it for 1 year, kind of only 1 year on tape. But so does Malik. I just think that he's a crazy athlete who I've seen do some things that I didn't know that he was capable of doing, and he's obviously. I think he can be a true All-Pro, Pro Bowl corner for a long time in the NFL.
One guy too, I think, is going to kind of fly under the radar as like a day 2 pick is Pat Elflein. I think he's going to. He'll be like in the NFL for like 13 years. Be a solid Pro Bowl player. So he won't be a superstar because he plays offensive line. But
last year, on my radio show in Cleveland, I got a lot of flack for saying that Ohio State or that the Cleveland Browns should take best available Buckeye at every pick. That's what I told them to do. Like, just take the best. And had they done that, well, I don't know. Bosa turned out okay, and Michael Thomas turned out. Those guys are all
pretty good.
like sometimes you don't have to overthink it. I think the 3 defensive backs will all be great. But I love your Elflein thing. I agree on Samuel, and I think Raekwon McMillan. Yeah. I think people are sleeping on him because you try to pick things with him. That dude's a 3-year starter. He is I just think that kid's going to play 10 years in the league.
He's a little James Leonidas.
There's a lot of little animals to him.
Yeah, I mean, put him in the AFC North and
watch him tackle people.
Yeah, and watch him just rack up 150
That's kind of what I think. I think that those 3, and I think Samuel will be okay too.
I do too.
I think Samuel, I think McMillan, and I think
a freak. So
I think Samuel will end up in like New Orleans or New England, and they'll put him in weird spots and he'll make plays. You kind of see that stuff happening.
Green Bay, if you're watching, draft a corner from Ohio State, please.
You will never talk on a show that I do again if you bring up the Packers. I will never tolerate a Packers mention. Damn you! As if I'm going to put up with Favre and Rodgers all these years, and as a Bears fan,
how was Jay Cutler for you?
Well, we're going to go to Mike Glennon, so I got that going for us, which is nice.
What could go wrong?
No, what could go wrong? Check out the show. 5 things that Ohio State needs to do that need to happen for Ohio State to win a national championship next year. That's on the program. Good stuff as always, guys. We'll see. Check your local listing. Spectrum Sports, 11 Warriors Report.